Get him, Ashley.
Give me.
Did you watch Bill Belichick after Brady retired?
Who did he have?
Oh, come on. Come on.
Who
They
was
had
it?
a top three pick in the draft. He could have had whoever he wanted to. He went with Mac Jones. That was his choice. And he still couldn't do what he did with Tom Brady. Tom Brady was the last man standing in the draft. Some of it was Bill. Yes, he has to come up with the schemes. But Tom Brady is the arm, is the play caller. I know he was the play caller. I'm pretty sure he was the play caller. And he's the reason why we know names such as Wes Welker. Like, they weren't always all Hall of Famers.
So Gail, so Brady not a dog?
He's a dog. Don't get me wrong.
He's a winner for sure.
He's a winner. Does his thing. Don't get me wrong.
So okay, outside of your argument about the pure athleticism point, because yes, okay, he's not athletic in the sense of he's not running a 4.40 or nothing like that.
I'm taking Perk Rogers over Tom Brady. He just had a schlub of a coach for a decade.
Yo, you're insane, bro.
No, let's look at the stats. Let's look at the stats. In the playoffs, Aaron Rodgers put up 35 points per game, and he lost all of those games before he got to the Super Bowl because the other team put up 38 points per game. If we go highlight package for highlight package,
you are not.
There is nobody else from Wisconsin that would even agree with you. Nobody.
I don't care. He could outrun Tom Brady. He had better throw compilations, and in terms of what he was playing with around he had no defense, and he was trying to go win these Super Bowls. He got to the NFC Championship damn near every year.
Yes. Clay Matthews.
You're talking about the year we won the Super Bowl. Every other year besides that, we had a soft POS defense.
No.
I'll go back. Let me.
You got to stop.
Let me bring up these stats. How many points did the Patriots allow in all of those games when they mattered? Hold on.
You got to distract people. Go ahead, Ashley.
You go. I'm pulling up the stats.
Can you name me 5? Even from Tom Brady's entire dynasty, name me 5 defensive players that were Hall of Fame-esque.
I don't pay attention to the game of football like that. I don't watch CTE ball like that. But the eye test is the eye test. The defense around him and the team around him and the coaching around him was far better than what give Aaron Rodgers, Bill Belichick, I guarantee does the same exact stuff. The exact same resume in terms of rings collected. You can't tell me that he wouldn't have.
So how are you making the argument? How are you making coaching? I'll give it to you. How are you making the argument though that if for a coaching change, Rodgers would have a similar career, but you're bringing up that the supporting cast wasn't as good as the Patriots? Wouldn't the supporting cast for Green Bay have to be as good or a little bit better if you're just making the coaching change and that's it?
Re-ask that question.
Because even still, Mike McCarthy isn't a slouch. But I'm saying, you said all there needed to be for Aaron was a coaching change.
Mike McCarthy.
So if that's
and he did when he was like 35.
If that's the only thing that needed to be made, 1, there was one made with Matt LaFleur. 2, you said that his supporting cast was not as good as Brady's. If that's the case, then a coaching change isn't the only thing that would be needed.
Yeah, it was a lot more than that. But Tom Brady was afforded a Patriots organization that was run ship tight, airtight. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think that he should make this top 10 list.
Okay, that was going to be my question.
I believe that
any more blasphemy.
Hatred is winning today, but
you're the biggest hater.
I'm not wrong. If you it's like the Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan aspect.
That is not the same thing.
It isn't. But I'm using it as an analogy that you brought up during the NBA season, where if you just switch their careers, what's different? I mean, one is in the greatest coaching tree of all time, and the other's in Minnesota, which is the most losing franchise of all time. It does make a difference in terms of how we view these players and what their legacies are. The average put up in the NFC Championship for Aaron Rodgers, that his team, he had to put up 30.8 points per game on average to win those games.
No, that's relevant information.
Very relevant.
The NFC is
when it comes to these rings,
the Western Conference of football. So in theory, it will take more.
Hold on.
I know.
Almost there.
Miguel, okay, how far would you move him down?
After seeing his game about where he was, oh my God, he's been in so many AFC championships. Jesus Christ.
This
Charles
is voting well for the
Clay
argument.
Matthews, AJ Hawk, and you said the defense was trash.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I need you to, as a Packers watcher, our defense was garbage. You remember the special teams against the Seahawks? I mean,
this is irrelevant information.
Correct. The biggest haters here today. I need to bring up the data. All right, lost his game. Okay, AFC Championship. What did they put up?
He lost a lot of NFC championships.
No, Aaron Rodgers lost all of them. I'm going AFC Championship that they put up against Tom Brady. If I could even find, they won't even pull up the stats for me. They won't put up how many points the other team put up. Golly,
does it matter?
And
championship.
Is Brady clutch? Yes or no?
Yes.
He's clutch. He's a winner. He's a dog, and he has records that may or may not be touched. There's only one person chasing Brady at this point. What are we talking about?
But anyways, what I'm getting at is that we're going greatest athletes of all time. Hold that reaction. He was given more than most. So that, I mean, his career stats are what they are because of who he is. I'm not taking that away from him. But at the same time, we have to look at the individual himself. Well, if we're going, hold on. I know it's two contrasting statements. I get it. I'm not repping any frat by doing that. I'm just putting two symbols that way.
I'm weak.
I can't explain it more. I feel like my vitriol and my passion have convinced who I was going to convince enough, and they've pushed away who I was going to push away, y'all. But I'm just saying, him as a player, him as an athlete, he was able to attain what he was able to attain because of where he was placed. I'm taking away from that personally. I get why you wouldn't, because life is life. Tim Duncan, who he is, because of where he was and what he did. All I'm getting at is that as a pure athlete of the sport, from what I've seen with the eye tests and what people are able to do in the game and what they're given, just like the Kobe argument, I feel like there were better athletes that were able to play the game at a higher level.
So good.
Last question. Go ahead. Okay.
You said Steve, then Ashley.
Okay, go ahead.
What? There's not another football player on this list, mind you. Let's just acknowledge that. Absolutely. Secondly, I don't think that you would be.
There's not another football player on this list. Bo Jackson didn't make this list.
No, but Bo could be honorable mention for sure.
Are we insane, people? This is what I mean. There's two different interpretations.
Was he on your personal list?
Bo Jackson was on my list.
No, he was not.
Actually. Yes, he was. Bo is it. Get your facts right. Get your data right, Ashley. Let's be real. Greatest athletes of all time. I'm not looking at Tom Brady.
No, Gil, you're only
athlete of all time.
So Miguel, you're only looking at the athletic part. And
not just only, but it is, if we're going by, but it is a higher part of the criteria when I'm looking at it. Yes, absolutely. Because that's what I got
from that. If that's the case, you would have added people that race in decathlons that you mentioned.
Like I said, just didn't know their name. I didn't have that time to research. I didn't have that time to research. But that's why I had guys like you.
You said you could catch Tom Brady in a race. You can't catch Aaron Rodgers?
Park Rodgers was different.